we, Everdon BDC, have always advocated for this sort of a market, an open market, where the forces of demand and supply would be allowed to actually discover the actual strength of the Naira. And then it was like a welcome relief when the CBN made this announcement. Now, after this panic period, there came the actual market, and the CBN has been able to clear the backlog by spot sales and forwards that range for 1 to 3 months. What this has done is reduce the pressure that has been on the dollar in the economy and then strengthen the Naira for somewhat. However, the BDCs have been attending to the other sessions that have been excluded from accessing these open markets, like the 41 banned items that cannot access FX in this market. So far, the BDCs though have a reduced market share from what it used to be, but still have people on these 41 excluded items whom they serve. There are also persons that are unable to wait for, persons that are being queued up for forwards that are unable to wait, and then the BDCs are available for these services too. People traveling out of the country are able to now access funds via PTA, BTA through the banks. This avenue has been opened as a result of this market being reopened. The people on the 41 excluded list, the 41 items, those category of people are still patronizing the BDCs, the parallel markets, so to say, because they are unable to access it any other way and businesses have to keep going. Not only do I consider it a good initiative, it is about the only option which we have towards strengthening the Naira. What we have is that the Apex Bank has taken a strong, firm stand towards strengthening the Naira. We commend them and we endear Nigerians to hold up and pursue this with the Apex Bank, because ultimately it is our way out for our economy to be strengthened. The gap between the official market and the parallel market rates will still be there for a while. For one, upon announcement, some items were excluded from accessing. So that means there will still be pressure on the parallel markets. And because the parallel market prices are not exactly as stringent as the official market, so there is still that possibility for the prices to continue to differ, like that gap to still be there. However, with time, as this policy settles in and there's more clarity towards its functional operations, the price gap would converge. If you recall, down like 20 years down, 15 years down, when the Naira was at its best, when the Naira strength was still there, you find out that the gap between the official and the parallel markets used to be just about 2 to 5 Naira kind of gap. Now, the open market policy, everywhere that it has been implemented, eventually converges the gap between the parallel and the official market. So we hope to see that happen in this case too. So we have asked ourselves that severally too, and Everdon as well as other BDCs have met under the umbrella of the Association of Bureau de Change Operators in Nigeria, APCON. We've had a couple of meetings at the executive level as well as at the general level. One of the meetings held this week, I think on Wednesday, where it's been we've tried to identify how the BDCs will be integrated into this current process. Now, as part of the outreach of the meeting, it's being recommended to the CBN for BDCs to be accommodated in this new policy regime and gain access or have access to the markets for trades. That would require that some form of requirements are met. There will be some criteria that would have to be met by BDCs to be able to access this platform. But however, that this should be considered. My advice to users of Forex, first of all, is that we remain open-minded. We embrace this new initiative because it is a bold step which the CBN has taken in order to restore the confidence from the international community back in the Nigerian economy and to attract foreign investors. So the only thing we can do as Nigerians is to embrace it, be open-minded, avoid actions that will sabotage this policy like panic buying, hoarding, and those sort of activities that might want to sabotage this initiative. There will be challenges, there will be learning curves as a result of the teething stages and all that, but in all this, they should remain focused, remain committed, and on the long run, the stability which we have anticipated for the Naira would set in.